up guys, welcome to Soccer Machine TV. We're going to be going over Monday's secret. I'm actually going to be going over the video and then explaining key aspects of the challenge and why I did certain things the way I did them. Okay, so we're going to begin the workout. I start my workout with deadlifts. I'm going to do 4 reps of deadlifts, and there's a reason behind that particular rep range, and I'm going to talk about it more in the future. But for right now, well, I'm actually going to stop the video, and the reason behind that is that 4 reps or 2 to 4 reps is the optimal rep range to build strength. For some reason, people are confused when it comes to rep ranges. 5 and below is strength, 6 to 8 is to build muscle or hypertrophy, and 9 and above is to get some lean muscle. If you're going to the gym to build strength, you're gonna stay with the lower rep ranges. So some people might say, well, why don't we stay in the 6 to 8 rep range to build muscle? But in soccer, you can actually be overweight with muscle. So muscle isn't necessarily making you stronger, it's not making you a better athlete. Muscle can add weight, it can make you slower, it can make you bulkier, and that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for functional strength, and that lower rep range is what's gonna get you the most strength, which is why you're in the gym in the first place. Immediately afterwards, we're gonna continue the video. We go into box jumps. We do 10 box jumps. And this isn't anything new. CrossFit does this all the time. They pair their deadlifts with their box jumps, because what you're doing is you're going from a strength exercise to an explosive exercise. You're immediately telling your body that not only do you have to be strong, but you also have to be explosive. So when we were talking about rep ranges, here you can do more reps, because here you're not trying to build strength, you're trying to build that explosive power. Next, this is something a little bit different than what you've seen, and what I'm doing is power kicks. You tie in the glue and then you kick upwards, and this is really where you're converting that strength and that explosiveness into something that we in soccer use, the kick. Let me stop it again. I know it's not like kicking a soccer ball. It's more of a UFC kicking type. But the important thing here is converting your power and your strength into that kicking motion. That's why I do it, and that's why I do different variations of that. Okay, and what I'm doing here is just little quick agility movements. Again, you're telling the muscle you need to be strong, but you also need to be fast twitch. Right here, I'm taking a couple of steps and then running back. And these 4 little exercises, this unit, is something I call the SMART muscle complex. And let me stop that real quick to explain it. What that is a complex that includes a strength exercise, an explosive exercise, a mobility exercise, and then an agility fast twitch exercise. The first one, the strength one, is the low rep. It's the one where you're really trying to generate strength. Then the other ones are normally higher reps. They're not always 10, but in this case they are 10. Normally in a workout, I might do sets of these, and what makes these valuable is that since you're not taking any breaks while you're doing the strength exercise, while you're resting from the strength exercise, you're doing explosive, and then when you rest from the explosive, you're doing something else. So it allows you to continuously work out while you're resting a different area while you're working out. And the reason I do this is because in soccer, you're never taking breaks. And again, the normal gym person, they go and they do a 6 to 8 rep set, then they rest 1.5 to 2 minutes, and then do another 6 to 8 rep set. The problem with that is that as a soccer player, you don't do that. You don't rest that much. We just go and you go and you go. So you kind of have to train the way you play. Okay, and then of course I move on to the second SMART muscle complex, and we're doing deadlifts once again. for the strength exercise. I vary with different exercises, but for this challenge I'm just showing you guys the deadlift, because I consider it one of the greatest exercises to build your posterior chain, where strength really comes from. Again, it's four deadlifts, and you move on this time to the box jumps, but this time we were doing to the side, which is a lot harder. It requires a lot more stability in different muscles, which is important in soccer, because in soccer, again, you're not moving in a straight line, so you have to train how you're going to be playing. And after you do 10 of these, you move on to another mobility type exercise. This time, instead of kicking up, you're gonna do the knee up, and then you're gonna kick back, and you do 10 of these. Again, it's not a soccer movement, but it's opening up the hips. It's creating power where you need to generate power when you're on the field. Okay, and this works because what you're gonna do is mobilize those muscles and help them generate power. When you're on the field, you're gonna be practicing your kicks, your passing. Those repetitions are important too. You can't just do this and expect to be a good soccer player. But here, you're taking the strength and the explosiveness, and you're combining it with that motion, which is what you need to do. And then right here, we ended with agility. This time is a 1 foot agility drill. Again, working on those muscles on the side of the leg, not just in one linear motion. And you do this as quickly as possible to work on agility, but also keeping control of your motion. And that would end the second SMART muscle complex. And of course, this isn't a full workout for me. This was 2 complexes, and normally in a workout I'll have anywhere between 6 to 8 SMART muscle complexes. I'll start varying the strength exercises, the explosive exercises, and mobility, but maintain that structure, because it's worked for me and it's worked for the people I've helped train. Okay guys, and that's it for today. One thing I really do want to stress and want to leave you with is that if you're a soccer player, don't be scared to lift heavy. For some reason, there's this idea that as a soccer player, you're not supposed to lift heavy. But look at Cristiano Ronaldo's body composition. Look at the new soccer players, especially from Europe, how their body functions. They got strong legs, a strong back, and shoulders. They're powerful players, and you don't get that type of body by just running, by just doing soccer related exercises. You get it by lifting weights, lifting heavy, and a deadlift is a great one to build that type of frame. All right guys, and that's it for today. I'm gonna have a lot more on this particular subject, but for now, that's all I'm gonna share with you guys. I'll see you guys next Monday.